11, a question some may have wondered while driving. Are license plate cameras a gross invasion of privacy, or are they necessary for our safety? In recent years, South Florida law enforcement agencies have used the readers to keep track of suspicious activity on our roads.
The thing is, the technology also gathers data stored for years, like where people have driven and whether they have a criminal record or not. CBS 4's Ted Scouten has the story.
From the traffic on US 1 to the bustle of busy Miracle Mile, you may not realize that there are eyes on you that never blink.
You can barely notice it. There is this pole here, and kind of obscured by the trees, there are the 3 cameras up there.
When Raul Moss drives around his hometown of Coral Gables, he knows he's being watched and recorded.
These cameras operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, day or night, doesn't matter.
He's talking about the ALPR, or automatic license plate recognition cameras. There are 14 stationary, 3 portable, and 2 mounted in patrol cars in Coral Gables.
I don't have any criminal background, any criminal records, but yet the government knows where I am, where I go, what I do, who I hang out with, who I talk to, who my doctor is.
Moss is suing. He said in the first 2 years of operation, the ALPR snapped nearly 400 images of his tag. There are hundreds more now. He's troubled that those images are stored for 3 years.
I am very concerned that that information is not being safeguarded properly.
The only persons that see this information is the police department.
Police Chief Ed Hudak said guardrails are in place.
Nobody in my department can just unilaterally start following somebody through the ALPR camera system. It doesn't align itself to do that. Plus, we have safeguards in play when the system is looked at in a historical nature.
Here's where all the cameras are monitored, in the Criminal Intelligence Center. We're seeing only the CCTV cameras. The ALPR system is off limits to us and nearly everyone else.
It has to be about a case. There has to be a sign-off to that where somebody is asked to do it.
Chief Hudak says since the system was installed in 2017, there have been 280 requests to look at images, and it's helped them solve numerous crimes.
So we've solved carjackings, burglaries, missing persons, robberies, bank burglaries through our camera system. That's both camera and the ALPR system.
This lawsuit is about an American citizen's right to privacy in his hometown.
Moss's attorney is with the New Civil Liberties Alliance. He calls this warrantless surveillance and a constitutional violation.
Citizens have a right to privacy to the history of their movements, and it's the extended recording of the tracking of their movement that violates the expectation of privacy with respect to that history of movement.
We checked to see where these license plate readers are used in South Florida. In Miami-Dade, everywhere on the map that's shaded in green is where they are used in some way. There are just a few small communities where they're not. You can see them here on the map in red. In Broward, pretty much the same thing. The county has license plate readers, including all of the large cities. Then you have 5 smaller communities that don't use them. You can see them here also in red. It gives you a good indication that when you're driving, chances are there are eyes on you. Ted Scouten, CBS 4 News Tonight.
Well, Moss lost his case in Miami-Dade court. It's now making its way through the District Court of Appeals.